Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at my new favorite compact ultra bright flashlight, the ER9 G4 from TacLight. We're going to show you why I love this flashlight and some of the features that put this thing absolutely above the competition. Okay, so let's break down the features first. 2550 lumens. Comes with a supplied 18650 battery with 3200 milliamp hours. The knurling is some of the best I have ever seen on a flashlight. And if you don't know what knurling is, that's okay. I learned it back in the day at the hardware store when we used to sell grab bars. So just picture, if you ever seen like a handicap grab bar in a bathroom or something, that texture, this is some of the most aggressive. It doesn't hurt your fingers, but boy, you could definitely, file your nails on it for sure. It has magnetic charging right there, or you can pull that piece out and you've got USB micro. It's good for a 6-foot drop. It's got IPX8 waterproofing, which most flashlights I've done on this channel are just 4, which means 360-degree showers. You'll see in this footage here, complete submersion. It's actually good for up to 6 feet. I submerged it about 1.5 feet. Stayed on, worked, no water ingress whatsoever. Fits really well in your hand. I like this. I don't normally keep anything on it. I took the little carabiner loop off it. I didn't add a key ring or anything, but the belt clip is reversible, so you can take it off here, take it off there, put it this way if you want to reverse it, and then back this way. The reason I like this is twofold. So number one, it gives you something for your hand to automatically go to. So now you get your thumb back here to turn it on, and you got your finger on top right here to cycle through. That's all there is to it. If you want to do flash mode, strobe mode, right there. So you've got pinky finger here, thumb right there, and this automatically brings your hand right where it needs to be. Okay, this is as dark as it gets in the workshop during the middle of the day. So number one, here's firefly mode. Shows up way better on camera than it does in real life. It is not going to show up from a distance. Low, plenty of light. Medium, even more plenty of light. Bright, even more. And turbo. I really don't see that much of a difference between bright and turbo. Now it's also completely compatible with almost all of the illumination rail mounts on Pew Pews out there. So there's that as well. Now, you've got a belt clip, or if you're real serious, a belt holster. Yeah, not my cup of tea, guys, but that's okay. Man, that fits in there tight. Sounds like sandpaper coming in and out. Like I said, comes with a key ring, some extra rubber washers to keep its IPX8 rating, an extra rubber grommet for the magnetic charging right there, and a USB-A to magnetic charger cable. And if you ever lose that, that's the big thing. Guess what? You can pull that port out right there, and you've got USB micro. Aircraft aluminum construction, pretty much any tactical or top-of-the-line flashlight has that now. It'll also take 2 CR123A batteries. You can't get up into the turbo mode with it, but in a pinch, if you have some of those around, great. One thing I'd love to see is an adapter that allows it to run on some AAAs in a pinch. I think there's room that you could put 3 in there. It's 5.5 inches long, roughly 1 inch in diameter, and weighs 3 ounces without the battery. Like I mentioned, with the CR battery, you can only get the 3 lowest settings. To get up into the high and turbo mode, you got to have the 18650 battery in there. The lowest mode is Firefly mode. You get roughly half a lumen. You'll see the testing I did on it. On Firefly mode, you can get 50 days of runtime with an 18650 battery. On low, you get 70 lumens, 21 hours of runtime. On high, you get 1135 lumens, just over 2 hours of runtime. And on turbo, you get 2550 lumens. That's the one where I had a bit of trouble getting the numbers to line up with the testing. I just haven't seen that much of a difference between high and turbo. Here's the deal. It doesn't matter. High is more than sufficient. Okay, here we go. We have our lux/lumen meter set up. We are at 6 feet from the meter. We're going to put the flashlight directly over top of the phone, and we're going to start with Firefly mode. You ready? Here we are. On. Right at it. 0.32 lumens. Medium. 44.4 lumens. 233 lumens. High. 980 lumens. Turbo. 1523 lumens. If you go to the third-party verifications, they claim around 600 feet of distance. So what they do is they continuously measure this flashlight at intervals along the way until they get to the point where the lumens from this equals what you would get on a dark night with a full moon out. This is effective at 600 feet on the turbo mode. So here's a term I just learned, a strike bezel. But if you want to see right here, those are about as sharp as they can go before somebody's going to say, whoa, that's a weapon, you can't take that in there. But I want to tell you, you dig that in anywhere, it's going to hurt. When I opened this, I actually got it from a battle box. You pick this guy up right here, and I knew instantly it was quality. It's got a heft to it, it has a feel to it, the knurling is well machined, everything about this screams quality. The minute you pick this thing up and get your hands on it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. This is not a commercial for this. Nobody sent me this free. I bought this with my own money via the Battle Box subscription. This button here, that's the on-off button, and it memorizes what the last setting was. This is the cycle through button. It's also the strobe button when it's turned off. And this might look like a button, but it's actually an LED light. It turns red when it's charging, turns blue when it's done charging. When it gets down to 30% power, this red light comes on. When it gets down to 10% power, this red light starts flashing. I was going to do this video about a week ago and I put it on the back burner because I just didn't quite have enough real life experience with this guy. A few days ago, our dog went missing. Got chased up the alley, completely gone. She's about a maybe 6-pound, 7-pound Chihuahua. She's black and brown and she hides everywhere. We spent probably 3 hours that evening until around midnight. I drove around, my wife walked around, and I used this flashlight. Shine into people's backyards, shine down alleyways, shine into bushes and hedges. This is when I discovered how much I absolutely love this friggin' flashlight. Now, we didn't find her dog that night, but she did come home 2 nights later, so that was good. This was a tool that I absolutely love. What do I like about this? Form factor, how it fits in your hand, the knurling, how it holds on to your hand, the heft and the quality of it, the size, how bright it is for all of those features. When I'm going somewhere and I want to pack up a bunch of gear and they go into this over-the-shoulder bag, this flashlight and my Leatherman Wave come with me. On an everyday carry, I have my neck knife and my flashlight around my neck. If I'm driving anywhere, this guy is in the console right next to me. It's become my go-to heavy-duty flashlight. When the nights get really dark and early and I start walking outdoors again, this will be the one that I take with me. So if you've stuck around to the end of this video, well, it probably means I made this video for you. So hit the subscribe button, stick around, because I got a ton of other gear videos out there. If you're going down the rabbit hole of everyday carry flashlights, check out the video I did on this tiny little Coast flashlight, the one that I carry with me every day. It'll be right there. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.